Hey, what is up folks? It's Nick here with TTcoins coming at you with a video that's going to help you learn how to grade the legendary, the beautiful Walking Liberty half dollar. So we're going to take you all the way through grades about good through uncirculated. We're just going to kind of progress from left to right here, showing you the key things to look out for when trying to determine the grade of these coins. And again, this is my absolute favorite coin design of all time. This doesn't do it justice. This is an about good coin. It's a better date, 1920D, but as you'll see, the date's partially worn off. This is characteristic of an about good Walking Liberty half dollar. You can't even really read the motto "In God We Trust." The rim is completely wearing into the devices of the coin. Same story on the back here. You can't really see the word half dollar in full anymore. United States is getting worn into. This is an about good coin for these reasons. The rim itself is damaged to the point, or worn to the point, where you can't see the full devices. Now on a good coin like this 1916D key date half dollar, you know, the rim is just barely starting to wear down, but you can still pretty much see it. It's pretty much identifiable in the device of the coin. So similar story on the reverse. You can fully see the words half dollar. The rim is kind of, sort of, maybe starting to bleed through, but it's not so bad. You can even start to see a little bit of wing detail here that you couldn't on the previous coin. So these are good signs we're climbing the ladder. This is a very good coin. VG, as it's called. The rim is fully defined, and although there's not a lot of detail on Lady Liberty, you can fully read the motto. This is a pristine example of a very good coin. When we come to the reverse, we can start to see some emergent wing detail, and again, the rim is fully defined at last. There's different standards when it comes to different coins. The standards are a little bit more lax. If you're, for a Walking Liberty half that is, if you were to look at a Roosevelt dime or something and there was anywhere on the rim, it'd be HE. But again, good coins can have a little bit of rim wear for Walking Liberty halves. We're going up to very fine now, and we'll really start to see some detail emerging on the breastplate for Lady Liberty herself. This is very important. This signifies that it's very fine. Look at the shoulders. You can start to see the threads of her gown showing through. Look at the right leg, the one that she's tiptoeing on. You can start to see the bands, those black threads. Those are starting to show a little bit of detail, because previously they were not. And again, fully struck, full rim. We're starting to see quite a lot of wing detail here, guys. This is very important, and this is where I start thinking that this coin is just gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that. But don't even, forget looking at that. I'm not even going to talk about that. Look at that. That's a very fine coin. As you can see, the wings themselves, you can see the feathers going all the way down. Whereas on the fine coin, there's that little area right there that I'm pointing at with some blurriness. Here, the feathers are going all the way down. You can start really seeing the flora showing beautiful detail on the obverse. We have even more of the lines showing through, even more of the breastplate visible. In fact, we can start to just barely, if I can zoom in close enough, barely see the right-hand side of the breastplate showing through. Characteristics of a very fine coin. Alright guys, so this right here is what I would call an extra fine coin. We've pretty much got all of the coin's detail there. It's just, see that central column of wear? It's pretty easily visible. I'll zoom in just a little bit so you can see it better. But on the breastplate, we have some wear coming through, even though we can see the breastplate is fully formed, whereas on a very fine coin, it's not. On an extremely fine coin, that breastplate is going to be fully formed. We're going to see a lot of detail showing up on the legs here. As for the back, we have pretty much full wing detail. Just about. Even the reverse wing, the backup wing, the right wing extremist is very well defined. And on an almost uncirculated coin, the things that differentiate it from an extra fine is that there's a little bit of luster shining through. I'll show you. This coin, I think it might have been actually cleaned long ago. It's got some fakish luster, but as you'll see, that's not a very compelling case to be made that coin is lustrous. Whereas this, see how it just shines absolutely white, and you can see the luster shining off of it, front and back. This is an almost uncirculated coin, partially because there is that luster visible. And again, very high detail on the legs, on the breastplate, there's just that little scuff mark that prevents it from being uncirculated. This is a reverse of an almost uncirculated coin. We see full detail, even some breast feathers actually showing up, as opposed to the wing feathers is what we were looking for before. Now we're starting to look for really some breast feathers to be shining through, and in this case they are. That is an almost uncirculated coin. Finally, the real deal, folks. The fully uncirculated, so fine the camera won't focus type of coin. This has no wear going down that central column. Only the lightest contact marks, as you can see. No wear on the breastplate, only the lightest contact marks on the highest points. Lady Liberty's hat is fully formed. Lady Liberty's hair is visible itself. The coin is supremely lustrous. This is a beautiful, beautiful coin. On the reverse, we have some nice toning. We have one scuff on the breast feathers, but that's it. And at least we can see that the breast feathers are present on this specimen. This is a very high quality, very high grade, certainly at least a MS62, if not 63. This is a uncirculated coin. So again, running the gambit. Very few things to really take note of in order to fully understand. An about good coin, you can't really see much detail, as you can see. A good coin, you have a pretty fully defined rim, a little bit more detail showing up. At least you can see all the devices on the coin itself. A very good coin, we have a fully defined rim at long last, both front and back, a little bit of wing detail showing up. A fine coin, we have some action showing up on the breastplate of Lady Liberty. You can start to see some detail on this leg that she's pivoting on, that she's tiptoeing on here. On the back we see more wing detail. More breastplate detail still on the very fine coin. We can actually start seeing on the other side that corner is now fully visible. More wing detail still, even a little bit on the backup wing. The extra fine. Pretty much full detail, again just that central column of wear versus virtually no wear aside from the breastplate itself and the slightest traces along the central column. As for the reverse, we are once again looking for luster in the differences between very fine or extra fine and almost uncirculated, and the uncirculated coin itself will always be a beautiful gem of a coin. This has been Nick Rundlett with TTcoins. Hope you found this video helpful. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you. Peace and freedom to you, my friends. Take care.